I don't know if any of you guys are watching this fight, man, but history repeats itself. Daniel Dubois got hurt. He can't get he can't get away from the straight left. That's what's going to be the key to stopping him in this fight. Right now, he's just biding time. The ghost of Joyce are still there in his head, and I knew it when I seen him on the scale and the weigh in. He appeared to be a person that was defeated on the scale, and I put it in the comments section. But yeah, he's definitely going to get stopped in this fight. I'd be very surprised if he doesn't. He went to the ground several times. He got caught with an equilibrium shot similar to what AJ got caught with. But as far as the left hand, he can't get away from it. He can't get away from the left. The left, the straight left from the southpaw is going to end up stopping him in this fight. But yeah, this is going to be a huge upset and exciting. This fight has been exciting because everybody's anticipating Dubois to get stopped, and history will repeat itself. We've seen him quit before, and it's in his head right now. I guarantee you. He's thinking about it. He's confused. He doesn't know what to do. That's why he's not sitting in front of the guy no more. He's trying to bounce on his toes and move and stick and move. What's up, Mark? Mark, you watching this, Mark? Daniel Dubois does not know what to do, man. And he got them ghosts rattling around up there. Boxing fan away. You should be, man. This looks like it's gonna be an upset. Daniel Dubois noticed that he doesn't stand directly in front of him anymore because he don't know how to get away from the left hand. The left hand. He slipped it and it almost caught him in the first round. Like it barely missed. And as he gets fatigued, you know that punch is gonna get closer and closer. He's doing a good job of surviving and controlling the pace. He's made that guy fight at his pace now. He's got the excitement down out of the guy, which is extremely smart in my opinion. For a while though, it looked like he was gonna quit. It's still there though. All that dude has to do is turn the pressure up, cut the ring off, stop following him around, looking for one shot. Because what he's doing right now is he's running into punches his damn self. Daniel Dubois is looking good. He's looking good. He's settled the pace down to where he ain't excited no more, which is less of a chance of him getting that pressure put on him for him to quit. He's doing good. He's boxing. He's making the guy turn in a circle. Got him circle. He just circling, jabbing. Just the ABCs of boxing. Bouncing on his toes, sticking. He ain't even threw no other punch outside of the jab. Every now and then he might come in with a hard body shot or a right. Ooh, that was a good shot. Good shot by Daniel Dubois. Good shot by Daniel Dubois. That was a good shot. Straight right hand put him on his butt. Straight right hand set him down because he keeps following him around. He got too excited with that one punch. He got too excited with that one punch and followed him around the ring and ran into a right hand his damn self and turned it into a really exciting fight. Now Daniel Dubois is on the hunt coming forward. Now all he has to do is throw the shot that he threw a while ago and catch Daniel Dubois. It's not a mystery where Daniel Dubois' head is going to be. He leaves it right there in the center. Just throw the shot. Oh, he's hurt though. This punches don't even have anything on it. He's saved by the bell. Referee stopped it. Oh, come on, ref. Yeah, that was definitely premature stoppage. The bell rung. Give him a chance. Man, Daniel Dubois is a glass cannon. I will tell you that. As long as he putting it on you, he looks really, really good. The moment you catch Daniel Dubois, oh my God. He went down from punches that wasn't even landed. That one punch, he made him go down like 3 or 4 times. It reminded me of Mike Tyson versus Trevor Burbick. He went down like 3 times. It looked like for a minute he was going to quit. But he rallied back, slowed down the pace, got the guy to walk in and follow him, and bam. A glass cannon boxing fan is basically, a cannon, a tank. A tank can do a lot of damage, but if it's made out of glass, all you got to do is throw a rock and you can crack the tank. So, in other words, as long as he's putting it on you, you know what I mean? He's looked spectacular. But the moment you throw something back, you can break up anything that he got going, any type of offensive rhythm he has, et cetera, et cetera. He can't dish it like he could. He can't take it like he could dish it. In other words, a glass cannon. Yeah, he caught him right in the temple. And look at the rest of the knockdowns. Daniel Dubois just dove to the ground. He took a knee. See, the punches didn't even land. He just took a knee. He was thinking about quitting. He couldn't get his legs back up under him. It was similar to AJ versus what's his name, Andy Ruiz. That's what it reminded me of. But then he just kept following him around. He never stood directly. Dane Dubois never stood directly in front of him again. He kept working angles. He kept just using the jab, using the jab, using the jab, and eventually that guy ran into a right hand. So that was a good, smart adjustment. And the other guy just blew an opportunity for an upset because he had this guy. He had Daniel Dubois. He had him. All he had to do was be patient and cut off the ring. Stop letting him circle around. Force him to stand in front of you. Let your hands go, and he would have stopped him. It seemed to me like the referee was kind of looking for a reason to stop the fight. Also, like I'm gonna be all the way honest with you. Looked like the referee was looking for a reason to stop that fight. Hold on. Corruption. I don't know, boxing fan. If it's corruption, I mean, it appears to be that way. It appears to be that way. I don't know if that's what it is. I'm trying to be optimistic about the situation, but it appears to be that it is corruption. Because I'm not understanding. I'm not understanding why he stopped the fight and the bell had already rung. I mean, he was gonna go to the corner and regroup himself. I mean, an experienced referee like Jack Reese would have gave him a chance. He didn't even give him a count. He just waved the fight off. Derek landed that overhand right. Derek has more of like a looping right hand, and it's still Dylan White tried to land that same punch against Tyson Fury, and it wasn't there for him. So I think he'll be very prepared for that fight. I think Tyson Fury is gonna do exactly what I seen him do in the. I didn't have time to drop my breakdown, man. I've been really busy, but he was throwing a lot of left hooks when I seen him work out with Sugar Hill. Left hook, left hook. I said, oh, okay, that's what he's gonna do. He's gonna throw left hooks, then he's eventually gonna mix the left hooks with the right hands to get Derek Chisora used to those punches, and then when he has his hands frozen in that place and used to that look, he's gonna lower the boom with the uppercut like he did with Dylan White, and he's gonna end up knocking him down. I don't know if he's gonna stop him, but Chisora is really really good early in the fight. Very good. He's a fast starter. You know, very unpredictable with his defense. He turns southpaw to orthodox, back to southpaw, but as he fatigues because he's such a fast starter, his defense gets less polished, and there's opportunities to land those shots in between. So this is going to be an interesting fight. I don't at this point. I don't know why Tyson Fury's taking fights like this. I mean, Tyson Fury said it's not about the money, but this is just a money fight. Nobody was calling for this fight. Absolutely nobody. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. But they know that this fight does good money. Is going to make good money and do good numbers. So that's why Tyson Fury is taking these fights. You notice that he's not calling Usyk's name because he don't care about belts at this point. This point in his career, he's all about the money. That's why he wanted AJ. He understands what that fight means. He's not interested in the Wilder fight. He's interested in big money fights with the least amount of risk, and that's why he's taking this fight. But everybody who gets in the ring and underestimates Derek Chisora, they normally get surprised. But he's already been in the ring with Chisora before, so I don't see that scenario playing out. I don't see that scenario playing out. So, but yeah, I don't know. Derek Chisora could make it a really, really even fight early on, but as the fight goes on and he gets more fatigue, I mean, I think it's going to slowly start to drift towards Tyson Fury. And you know, crunk fighters, they don't fight to the decision. He's going to be fighting to knock him out. So, I mean, he's going to be shooting for that knockout. So it's going to be very interesting. But when they asked him in the post fight, they said, "What are you gonna think you're gonna stop him?" And he said, "The sixth round." And I was thinking, like, yeah, I could. That's normally where Chisora's work rate starts to fizzle out. Sixth round, so he's gonna be very vulnerable from the sixth to the final bell. But I mean, even if he makes it to the final bell, it's gonna be a moral victory for Chisora. Everybody knows him as the warrior that gives people tough fight. He's a true definition of a gatekeeper at this point in his career. The true definition of a gatekeeper. So if he makes it 12 rounds, it's going to be more of a moral victory than anything. Who do I want to win? Honestly, I'm indifferent about it. I don't care who wins. I think Tyson Fury should win with me just removing names and just putting styles at their where they are in their career. I think Chisora's style demands a lot of stamina, and the older you get, the less you get that second win, and that's what he's gonna need to beat Tyson Fury. Like even if he lands that looping right hand that he's gonna throw to the head, if he lands it and clips Tyson Fury, hurts him momentarily, he won't have the stamina to finish him off because he takes so much stamina putting it into his defense and making all these unorthodox moves that he won't have the stamina to finish Tyson Fury off. And because he doesn't have the power like a Mike Tyson, I don't see any scenario any which he wins, even if he does clip him. Even if he clips him and hurts him, there's no scenario I can see him just dominating, Tyson Fury after he gets him hurt and stopping him. So that's the long way of me saying that I'm indifferent about this fight. I think it's a money grab for Tyson Fury. I mean, he knows that Chisora could put butts in the seats, and he knows the risk. It's not a lot of risk. He's already fought this guy twice before and beat him. Nobody's calling for this fight. Interestingly enough, people are mad about Bud fighting the guy he's fighting, but they're not mad about Tyson Fury fighting the guy he already beat. You know, that's how boxing fans are. But yeah, man, I'm indifferent about it. Do I think Chisora will make this an exciting fight early on? Definitely, if history repeats itself. But I think the older you get, the harder it is to get that second win. And he uses a lot of stamina in the ring. And he's going to be rabbit punching Tyson Fury. He's going to be focusing to the body. The last fight that I seen him with Pulev, he focused everything down to the body for the first couple rounds. And if he does that, Tyson Fury is vulnerable to the body. I mean, Wilder's not even a devastating body puncher. And when Wilder was jabbing Tyson Fury to the body, he was backing him up. So, I mean, go figure. I mean, Tyson Fury is vulnerable to that body. Have you guys noticed that it doesn't matter what shape Tyson Fury is in, he always has those love handles. He can't get rid of them. You're going to have to get lipo or something. Like, you see his legs look really, really lean, his upper body lean, and then he got that fat, like all the fat in his body accumulate around his hips. Chisora is funny. Chisora is funny. You know what I thought was weird about Chisora? A while back when him and David Hay had that brawl at the press conference and he got hit by a bottle and then he ended up fighting him and getting knocked out. It's like it had insult to injury. The fact that he was knocked out by a guy that hit him with a bottle, he wasn't able to get his get back. Foreman is a beast. Shout out to him. Yeah, Foreman is a beast. Foreman is definitely a beast, man. I got a video on one of my shorts of look what it looks like to fight George Foreman, and just that view looks like God damn, that's scary. How did Ali beat this guy? Water was Water was a wild few fight. Uh, I I don't get what you're saying. Unkind insect. That's a cool name, by the way. I don't get what you're saying, bro. Yeah, Chisora. I mean, Chisora. He should get rid of that fat fury extra. I don't think he can. I think just the way his body composition is, his weight accumulates around his hips, and he got them love handles. If I'm Chisora, anytime I'm in the clinch and he's trying to lean on me, I'm tearing them love handles up. I'm hitting him on the hips. I'm doing all that to slow down his mobility because Jared Chisora, what I noticed on film when I was watching this, he does a lot of subtle feints to try to draw out the uppercut because he knows what punches his weakness because he bends his head down. So he'll do feints to draw that punch out. He has to do that in this fight with Fury. He can't just march in there. And he could do it early when Fury's nerves are high, but he can't do that late in the fight because he'll end up exactly like Dylan White. Apparently, all I was pissing blood after. Oh yes, Ali was pissing blood after. Ali was pissing blood after a couple of his fights. I think George Chuvalo, he was pissing blood too. It's just crazy that all those people depended on Ali so much that they didn't encourage him to retire. He fed too many people to that where they just wanted to keep up their lifestyle and they were selfish and they wanted Ali to just keep going. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. If you guys missed that Daniel DeBar's fight, go watch that shit back. It was an exciting fight. It was really exciting. It's because People were expecting Daniel Dubois to just get in there and be the lawnmower and this guy be the grass. But, the guy ended up clipping him. And oh man, it looked like AJ versus Ruiz in there. He couldn't get his legs back under him. And it looked like he was like, if you go back and watch that replay, look, he just dove to the ground. The punch didn't even land like flush. He just dove to the ground because he was either hurt, trying to take a knee and regather himself, or he was thinking about quitting, or a combination of both. And if he gets in there with an elite guy, man, what it just showed me? If Daniel Dubois and Joe Joyce fight 10 times out of 10, Joe Joyce will always beat him because he's tougher than him. Daniel Dubois is only good for what he could dish out. The moment he has to take anything, he looks really, really vulnerable and really, really human. And he's too young in his career to be getting caught by this caliber of guys. That's crazy. That he's at this point in his career, like this technically was supposed to be a tune-up fight to get his mental back from getting beat by Joe Joyce in the manner that he did, and then he goes in there and gets clipped and looks like even in his win he looked vulnerable. He got exposed. That's the thing about fighting people that are less than you, less caliber than you. If you look really, really good, they're gonna say you were supposed to. The guy was a bum. But if you get in there and you get wobbled, or they say you get exposed, or you might expose something about your game that people wasn't privy to before. So it's a catch-22 with fighting people that are less than you. Joe Joyce at 40 probably could beat him at 40 pros. I don't know what that means. Boxing fan, you're gonna have to tell me what the lingo means, man. I don't know what that means. 40 pros could beat him. I think Joe Joyce beats him times out of 10, though. I just think what Joe Joyce possesses upstairs, uh, not even his punch resistance. I'm talking about his brain, what he can endure. Daniel Dubois doesn't have that. And you know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad because I feel like Daniel Dubois. I remember a while back when he was sparring AJ and he went on the new did like a YouTube clip and he was talking about how he hurt AJ in sparring. Oh, Joe Joyce at 40 years old. I agree. Jody Joe Joyce at 50 years old could beat Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois could get beat by anybody that's a veteran. That's a veteran that could put a lot of pressure and endure. Like, I'd rather see, instead of Tyson Fury versus Derek Chisora, I'd rather see Daniel Dubois versus Chisora. To me, that would have been a better fight. I really don't know how. I really, I don't really know, Derek. What's his deal? Oh, like you mean you don't understand? You don't know nothing about his fighting, or uh, you have to tell me what you mean by that, unkind insect. What do you mean by you don't know? You mean you're not familiar with his fights? If you're not familiar with his fights, I could just give you a little back history. In other words, at his very, very peak, he was never going to be a champion, but he was a good fighter. He was a decent fighter, and he's going to bring the fight anytime he gets in the ring. He's a true definition of a gatekeeper. Even in his prime, he was a gatekeeper, in my opinion. He was never in danger of just going and taking somebody's belt. Like even when he had the potential to upset the apple card, it was only to give the guy a tough fight, not to actually beat the guy. Like he had success against Usyk, but I mean, I don't feel like Usyk was ever really, really in danger of losing that fight because he wasn't gonna knock him out. I mean, he has decent power. Like if you was to play a video game and rate him, he would just be like C class all across the board. Maybe even in his prime, maybe like uh upper C class fighter, but never really a person that was gonna go win a title. Like they got a gag order on Chisora. You think so? I think David Chisora is just focused because he's getting a title shot. He understands that Tyson Fury is going to underestimate him like he's been underestimated his entire career, and he sees the opportunity to get a belt. So, I mean, I think he's just focused. I think that's his focus. But I mean, it doesn't make any. It doesn't talking before a fight and after, during a fight, after fight. None of that stuff matters. All that matters is what you do in the ring. And I think Chisora should have just been himself going up into the fight. Should have just talked shit. He should have been himself. Tyson Fury said he's going to meet him in the middle of the ring. You guys believe that? People will happily fight the boss now. I'm surprised Joe Joyce did beat the boss up for what he said about his mom. Exactly. Yeah, people are going to be chomping at the bits. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Jared Anderson picked up his phone right after the fight, called him to congratulate him and told him, hey, man, let's get in the ring. Yeah, people are going to be chomping at the bits to fight Daniel Dubois because Like I said, that's the catch-22 to fighting a bum, or not necessarily a bum, a person that's lower than you, is that you can be exploited in areas, even if you win. And he was exploited. He showed that, he had some good things that he showed he could think under pressure, because once he realized he couldn't get away from the left hand, he never stood in front of the guy anymore. The left hand wasn't the shot that knocked him down, but he could not get away from that left. If he would have stood in there and went blow for blow, that left would have ended up knocking him out. I bet $1 million on that. That left was gonna be the punch to ice him. But he got clipped with the a shot high on the temple like AJ did, and he couldn't get his legs. He couldn't gather his legs up under him. As a matter of fact, I don't think Andy Ruiz is gonna fight uh, Deontay Wilder. I don't think Deontay Wilder wants to fight him. So if I'm Andy Ruiz, I go after Daniel Dubois, because Andy Ruiz is a marksman at hitting people in the temples. Like, if you go look at most of his knockouts, that's what he does. I mean, I'd go after Daniel Dubois, try to catch him with that shot, and then steal his thunder. Boxers like Highlander. I don't know if you guys ever watched that show, Highlander. Showing my age there, but I don't know if you guys ever watched it. But once you beat a fighter, man, you steal they steam and they thunder. That's why Buster Douglas. So we got somebody coming in. What's up, bro? You there? You there? Was it Soren? I couldn't see. I'm on my phone, man. I added you to the stream. Soren, I added you to the stream, bro. Soren, you there, bro? If you're saying something, I can't hear you, man. Okay. I guess they showing all this bullshit before the fight. I mean, look for Chisora to come out fast, like he showed us in the past. He's a fast starter. He's gonna come out fast, and I'm just interested how this is gonna play out the early rounds, because I think if Chisora could go 12 rounds, Chisora could go 12 rounds if he comes out and just focused on the body, like he did in the fight with Pulev. He focused on the body, that he every now and then he throw a looping right hand, but for the most part he focused on the body, jab to the body, pushed him back with the body. Tyson Fury is vulnerable to the body, and it's not even a secret. I mean, just like I said, look at him. Look right now. Look how he's built. He's lean. Every place of his body is lean except for his sides. And another thing that shows to me is that he don't have a lot of mobility, moving, like bending over, moving his hips. Got a whole bunch of fat accumulated there. Andy Ruiz is the same thing. Andy Ruiz doesn't have a lot of hip movement because of it. He has a lot of fat buildup over there. After that, think Lucas Brown connect once, have KO. I don't know, man. I think Lucas Brown hasn't looked the same since that steroid. I remember, like, maybe like 2015, they were talking about Lucas Brown. I think Gerald Washington was in the picture, and there was another guy named Amir Mansour. I don't know if you guys ever heard of him, but Amir Mansour was in prison a majority of his prime years, and he got out and he just started knocking people out. I think he fought the guy what is the guy that Deontay Wilder knocked out? Dominic Brazil. He fought him, and they had a really, really good fight. But he ended up quit because he didn't have the stamina, because he was an older guy. But as far as excitement, he was just like Chisora. He's going to give it to you for the first couple rounds, give you everything that he got. And if he can't get you out of there, oh man, it's just lights out for him. But back during those times, they were talking about Lucas Brown, being the guy. And he was actually a okay boxer, but ever since he got positive for PEDs, he has not been the same fighter. He's looked awful in his last couple of fights. This guy was blown. Was a blown up boxing fan. So the guy that the ball fought was a blown up cruiserweight. I didn't know that. I didn't even know. I'm gonna be all the way honest. I didn't even know Daniel Dubois was fighting on this card until the very last second. So I didn't know much about the guy that he was fighting. I didn't click box rec or anything. But yeah, that's pretty crazy. If he got if a cruiserweight's doing that type of damage, that shows that he's just vulnerable to speedy punches. It ain't even about the hardness of the punch; it's the snappiness of the punch and hooks at that. A guy that has good hooks like Andy Ruiz would be a nightmare for Daniel Dubois. But yeah, like I said, I don't like Daniel Dubois. I remember like a while back, Daniel Dubois, he was talking about AJ sparring session, and I didn't like that because most people, it's like an unofficial like rule, like where you don't really talk about sparring, you know, and that's why there's such this debacle about Tank versus Devin Haney sparring. They had that footage for a long time. Nobody ever released it because it's like an unofficial, like gentleman's code. Like yeah, people could talk about it. Rumors might get out, like Errol Spence getting giving Floyd Mayweather a black eye, but no footage was ever released, and it was just gossip basically. But I didn't like that Daniel Dubois was going around bragging about hurting AJ in sparring. What if AJ's trainer told him that day to just work on his jab? You know what I mean? And then you go in there, he got to go against your full arsenal working on his jab, and you hurt him, and you go around proud of that. I mean, as we could see today, if AJ and Daniel Dubois ever got in the ring, he would make quick work. As a matter of fact, somebody get Eddie Hearns on the phone right now. Somebody get Eddie Hearns on the phone right now. He needs to make that fight ASAP. Daniel Dubois versus AJ. That would be a great comeback fight. And then Daniel Dubois could talk shit about, how he hurt him in sparring, et cetera, et cetera. And they could use that to sell the fight. And AJ can go in there and knock Daniel Dubois' ass out. The AJ thing annoyed me. But what he said to his mama tells me, yes, I agree. I agree, bro. I agree. That was fucked up what he said about his mama. That's what he get. That's why he got his eye took. That's why he got his eye took and his soul took from Joe Joyce. Like, to be all the way honest with you, Joe Joyce wasn't even dominating that fight. Like I felt like he should have been. But I mean, the one place Daniel Dubois could be beat is inside of his head, and that's what Joe Joyce beat him at. He beat him mentally, made him quit. Especially, I mean, we I don't know if you guys how familiar you guys are with the history, but go look at Carmen Basilio and the fight that he had where his eye was closed, like, and his orbital bone was broke. I mean, it's so crazy. Like, I always talk about boxing fans being toxic. They've always been toxic. I remember when Jess Willer got stopped by Jack Dempsey. They said Jack Dempsey had a metal object in his glove, and he fractured his eye socket. And he still went on to fight a couple rounds. Yeah, I mean, he got up a couple times after being knocked down, and people called him yellow for quitting. Even though the guy had some metal in his glove, they called him yellow for quitting. That, I mean, it just goes shows boxing fans have always been harsh and toxic. Come on with the main event. What are they doing? I guess that fight was supposed to go 12 rounds. I guess that fight was supposed to go 12 rounds, but it didn't. I don't know what's going on. I'm ready for the main event, though. Boxing fan, who you got in the main event? Chad, who y'all got in the main event? Who y'all got and why? I mean, the obvious is Tyson Fury, right? That might have been a dumb question. The obvious is people think Tyson Fury is going to win. I mean, the only chance that Derek Chisora has is a lucky punch. And it's like, come on, man. Wilder couldn't even land a lucky punch. And Wilder's faster than Chisora and younger. So, I mean, what chance does Chisora have really if we're talking about probability? Yeah, I don't see a path for which Chisora wins. I got Chisora by KO by round one. You mean you can pick Chisora to KO Tyson Fury in the first round? I hope you trolling me, man. Nah, man, nah. I don't even think Tyson Fury will finish Derek Chisora in the first round. He's going to set up the knockout. He's going to set up the knockout. He's going to try to hide his true intention. He's going to use a lot of deceitful movement. And I think while he's doing that and trying to set that up, Derek Chisora has to start his engine and just keep it running. Keep the motor on and just nonstop body attack. So whenever he does get tired, Tyson Fury will equally be tired. He'll drain Tyson Fury. I want Chisora to drop him. Yeah, bro, I get you, but a lot of times in boxing, that's not how it works. The guy who everybody wants to win doesn't necessarily win. I remember when I was a kid and I wanted Mike Tyson to beat Lennox Lewis. It's because I wanted it to happen. That didn't mean he was going to turn back the clock and do it, you know. And I remember making all kind of cases when I was a kid to why Mike Tyson could beat him. But at the end of the day, I mean, Mike Tyson didn't have the trainer that Lennox Lewis had. He didn't have the experience in the corner. So yeah, I don't see that happening. Man, I don't know. I don't. This is one thing I wanted to add to the fight card that I'm watching tonight. Uh, you notice Tyson Fury? Tyson Fury's in the southpaw position. He's probably going to switch southpaw to try to slow down the awkwardness and the awkwardness and unpredictability of Derek Chisora to keep him guessing, to slow down the pace also, so Derek Chisora can fight at a pace that's comfortable for Tyson Fury. So I mean, I look forward to that too. Tyson Fury switching. He switched. This is like him switch, like the fourth time I've seen him switch during training for this fight. So I think he might do it. But Derek Chisora switches also. He switches to try to land that looping shot. So, but I think Tyson Fury understands what's in front of him, and he understands what he has to do to win this fight. He knows what he has to do to win this fight. He knows that he has to set up a shot, and he has to hit him with a blind punch because Derek Chisora has a really good chin. But if you hit him with a shot that he don't see, like in the breakdown that I did earlier and dropped, you can hurt him like that. That's his best chance of winning, is hitting him with a blind punch. How you hit him with a blind punch, you hide and conceal your intentions of what you're trying to do. And then you sneak the shot in there. And I think that's what he's going to end up doing. Chisora might have flattened Dubois. I agree. Chisora too mentally strong for Dubois. He would have came in and just put the pressure that he's never seen in his entire career. Dane Dubois, to me, the only way he's going to be champion is if he has his promoter gets a vacant title shot with him. I don't see him beating none of the top guys. He doesn't have it. Like, even his power, I'm not even blown away by his power. Yeah, he's a powerful guy, but like, to me, he's like another Jared Anderson, like as far as power goes. Like, he's not devastating or anything. And I don't see him ever winning the title, even though he's young. It'd have to be some really like drastic Game of Thrones stuff going on for that to happen. I don't see that happening. I feel like the co-main has ended 30 minutes ago. Like, what the hell are we waiting for? They're trying to do fillers. Andre Ward to me is maybe like the fourth or fifth best commentator in the game right now, but I feel like he becomes too robotic at times. I want to see Andre Ward be more lively whenever he's doing his commentary, like how the UFC people are. You could tell that they love their sport. They're excited about everything. Every time the knockout happens, Joe Rogan makes literally the same facial expression, and he says the same line. Oh my God! Give the boss another Trevor Bryan. You mean I don't get what you're saying. Oh, you're right. He did get the WBO from Trevor Bryan. You're right, boxing fan. I forgot about that. I forgot he got a belt right now. But yeah, Trevor Bryan's garbage. You know, I gotta call it like I see it, man. He's uh one of the worst like champions I've ever seen. I feel like Peter McNeely could beat Trevor Burbick. I'm not even joking about that. All right, so look like the fight for the come on. They're playing Sweet Caroline. Hey, boxing fan, why is that song so popular in the UK? Why is that like the national anthem basically? It's like an official national country song. They love that song, man. Can't lie, man, though. Boxing wouldn't be boxing without the UK fans. They support theirs, man. Sometimes I wish American fans would do the same. They had that type of loyalty. And it's not even like blind loyalty. They just love the fighter. And I just wish that the people would have that. Like, when people take losses in America, they just lose a lot of stock and they lose a lot of fans, and it doesn't make any sense. Peter McNeely was brave as fuck. He went the balls to go out. Yeah, but deeply pull up, bro. I put the shit in the chat, but Fury the goat. Nah, he ain't the goat, bro. Peter McNeely the goat, bro. Man, let me tell y'all something about my boy Deeply Goated. Deeply Goated, man, he be showing me fighters, and sometimes I ain't never seen these fighters, man. The sport's too big. He showed me about a dude named Shabala. Man, we clowned a lot about that dude, Shabala. Hold on. But yeah, this is gonna be a good fight early. I don't know if the guy can maintain well, I know he can't. He's an older guy. The older you get, the harder it is to get that second win. And he's not gonna be able to get his second win to even if, like I said, even if let's just say by the lucky punch, he works the body, distracts Tyson Fury for a second, and then clips him with the right hook. He won't have the stamina to finish him because his style takes too much stamina out of him. And Tyson Fury is going to be leaning on him in the clinch. I seen Derek Chisora doesn't have good head positioning in the inside also. Like when I was watching him fight Pulev, he would have good positioning on the outside of Pulev, and then he would take his head and put it to the middle where he could be leaned on and muscled. And I didn't understand why. Another thing he does is he likes to underhook the guy in the clinch. So he's going to underhook Tyson Fury in the clinch, and I think it's going to be detrimental to him when he underhooks him. Ew, was that two men kissing on TV? Anyway, he's gonna underhook him and keep his head in the center, and Tyson Fury is gonna just put him to his armpit, maneuver him to his armpit, and lean all of his weight down on him. I think it's gonna be a detriment to him. Why is Chisora 260? Any thoughts? Old age. The older you get, boxing fan, the harder it is to keep that weight off of you. And heavyweights get to eat whatever they want, so they're the least disciplined out of everybody. That's why they balloon up like weeks after they retire because they already have that poor diet and they're not working out. And old age just does that to you. So, you know, that's my only explanation for that. But I think that's gonna contribute to him getting tired faster. That the age, the fact that he won't be able to catch his second win, all of those things are going to play a factor, and it spells knockout to me. Tyson Fury's trainer is going to be putting pressure on him in the corner to knock the guy out because crunk fighters do not go to decision. They train to knock the guy out because boxing history, Emmanuel Stewart was familiar with that. He knows that if you take it to a decision, there's a chance that you're going to get robbed. And why do that when you can take matters into your own hand? And they're heavyweights. Throw the shots, throw the punches, knock them out. As Emmanuel Stewart say, go to the motherfucker and bang him. Knock this motherfucker out. So yeah, it's gonna be an interesting fight. Interesting fight if we ever get to watch it. They so desperate for filler stuff. They showing Tyson Fury when he had hair. Like I said, if we ever get to the fight, it's so funny that when I see people do breakdowns, they always go break down Tyson Fury early in his career when he was doing a herky jerky movement. How many times have y'all seen Tyson Fury do a herky jerky movement now? None. He doesn't waste movement anymore because he has a real teacher in boxing. A lot of times Tyson Fury would do that herky jerky stuff and he would just waste his movement. Even when he was doing his upper body movement, he would be landing punches off of that. He would just make you miss just to make you miss, which is useless. It's like shooting a bullet into a river. It's like, what's the purpose? But yeah, Tyson Fury doesn't do that herky jerky stuff anymore. But when I see people do their breakdown, they be like, "Oh, Tyson Fury has the herky jerky." But like, nah, he doesn't. He fights like a real fighter now. Sugar Hill and that crunk style is best for big men. Crunk style would never work for Mike Tyson, but it definitely will work for uh, uh, Tommy Hearns or Tyson Fury, a taller guy. Taller guys is what it's built for, and it's built to maximize their attributes. That's why Klitschko did so good in the crunk style. His brother did so good. All the giant heavyweights do good in the trunk style. All the giant big heavyweights have always been. Oh, you're at work. It's my bad, bro. I didn't mean. I called Deeply Go to join. My bad, bro. I didn't know you was at work. But Man, deeply goated. You missed a good fight, man. Dubois was almost finished, bro. He almost got Dubois. Like if he would have used his head and been smart and more patient and not just followed Dubois around and walked into a right hand, he could have beat him. That shot was there. He couldn't get away from it. But shout out to Dubois for showing smarts not to stand in front of the guy and just trade shots with him. He knew that he couldn't get away from that left hand, and he didn't even see the shot that clipped him. So he was like, "No, I can't stay I can't stay here in exchange with this guy. I got to move." So he did exactly that, and he eventually just kept throwing a jab, and bam, lowered the boom right down the middle. I mean, shout out to him for being smart enough to land that shot. He is older, so the movement is harder to perform. Exactly. Can Foreman use Crunk? Yes, Foreman definitely could use Crunk because a lot of the Crunk has to do with like using a jab, the probing jab, and control. Foreman was super duper strong. I think, to my opinion, Foreman probably stronger than Fury. There's a picture of Foreman online, and he has a calf over his back, like carrying him around. That's how fucking strong Foreman was. That's insane though. That he's like, yeah, like I think he might have had some overalls on, like Paul Bunyan or somebody with a fucking calf on his back. That's fucking next level strength. But yeah, I think Foreman definitely could use the Crunk style. But here it is. Finally, we down to the action after an hour of Tyson Fury with hair. One thing I have to give Derek Chisora credit for is he never let the nerves get to him. No matter if he's nervous, no matter how he's feeling inside, he always starts the fight off fast. Like he always is able to perform even though he feels a certain way. He'll still perform, and he's very mentally tough. That's what makes him a gatekeeper, because you're not just gonna go in there and just mow over him no matter what your name. He doesn't look at names. He looks at like opponent. This is an opponent that I'm facing. I don't care if it's Mike Tyson. I don't care if it's Ali. He's gonna fight the exact same way no matter what. And like Customato used to say, I see sometimes a little resemblance of awkward cleverness, like switching southpaw to throw a shot just to switch when he throws the shot to get him inside. So he's using that punch as a throwaway punch just to get inside to work from an orthodox position. I mean, that's smart. That's intelligence. A lot of things like that, subtle things like that, get unnoticed because a lot of people don't understand what they're looking at in the sport. But here we go. Kevin Rooney in the video looks like us. Exactly, he does, bro. I ain't gonna lie about that. The older Kevin Rooney gets, well, he's obviously sick now, but the older he got up in age, the more he started to look like a lot like us. That was actually weird how much he started to look like us. I don't know, bro. I don't know what's up with these fighters, boxing fans getting sponsored by OnlyFans. He's not the first one. The first one I really, really noticed was Errol Spence when he fought Ugas. I don't know what's up with OnlyFans. I don't know if they're sponsoring their OnlyFans or if OnlyFans comes to him and say, "Hey, man, here's a check. Wear this," which is probably more than likely because he's wearing the logo. But I don't know what's up with that. I mean, I know fighters. There's some fighters who have OnlyFans. Allegedly, I don't know. I never went to it, but I think AB's supposed to have one, and what's his guy? Malik Scott, weird ass, supposed to have one. I'm not gonna lie, the garment that he's wearing, the attire that he's wearing is it's pretty nice. Pretty nice looking. That black with that white. Hopefully he has a little sweat. Hopefully he don't come out cold because he's gonna have to jump right in Tyson Fury's chest from the opening bell and stay in there and work. He can't be on the outside. He can't be on the outside and have to try to work his way in because that's Tyson Fury's best shot to land a blind shot. And that's a shot that's going to knock Chisora's out because he has a good chin. But the weight will play. He's going to get tired fast. Like, I don't see no path in which Chisora wins, man. Chisora is just coming in here with, like, just mental strength. And to me, that's the equivalent of going into the jungle with a toothpick trying to fight a lion. It's green and white, bro. Nah. Oh, you're right, bro. You're right. It is green and white. It looks black and white though, because it's so dark in there. I guess it was the lighting. I guess it was like that little meme with the dress that people had, and it was like, "What color is this dress?" And everybody had different colors. I guess it's just the lighting. Don't matter though. It matter what's up under that robe. It matter what's up under that robe. To be honest with you, and Chisora's coming in really heavy. Older guy, so it's going to be harder to catch a second win. All these things are spelling recipe for disaster. Don't look for Tyson Fury to throw nothing but left hooks and right hands early. He's gonna be probing with that jab, probing, and then everything now he's gonna hook off of it, back, take a step back, hook off of it, and then throw the right hand. He's gonna do a lot of stuff to get Chisora to forget about the uppercut. And then bam, he's gonna try to land in the 6th round. When they zoomed out, it looks black. Yeah, it does, bro. What's honestly shockingly enough, like I said, I don't understand. That place looks packed. That's what I mean by it. Man, I wish American fans were like this to their fighters, man. Chisora is an old horse at this point. Never really like a threat to the title holders in his prime. Definitely not one now. Just come mentally strong, gladiator warrior. But I mean, look at that. Look at that packed ass house, man. I don't know if it might be lighting tricks, but it looks to me like it's a full house. Damn, he looked that long. It took that long to get to the ring. That can't be good. Maybe he's aware that he's going to his memorial, bro, his funeral. That could be it. Remember, Michael Spinks did that against Mike Tyson. He knew what he was up against, and he knew what was going to happen. So he took a long time to come to the ring. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they told him to take a long time because they had the fight with Dubois ended early. I mean, but they should have expected that fight to end early. I don't know why. It looked like they were unprepared for something that they knew was supposed to happen. Even if Dubois would have got finished, would have been second or third round. It still would have been an early knockout. I don't know why they're not prepared for this fight. I guess they were trying to make it as close to 4 as possible because I remember early in the broadcast they said it was going to go to 4. It's going to become on 4 over here in the States. And I think they're trying to get as close to that time as they can. That's what it appears like to me. That's why they're showing a lot of filler shit and et cetera, et cetera. Fans should not buy this fight. What the fuck they buying? Don't be surprised if Fury puts more trash on. Fury at this point in his career is only going to put trash on. Fury's about the money, which I think is really funny because there was a thing a while back that he was supposed to donate all of his money to charity. You remember that? Fury was going to donate a bunch of money to charity. And now, it's not about the money, it's about legacy. Now it seems to be the opposite. Now Fury has flipped. It's all about money. It ain't got shit to do with legacy anymore. Tyson Fury is going to take the biggest money fights now of his career. He's not worried about legacy anymore. And this is just a money grab. He knows what Chisora brings. He knows the fan base that he has. No Usyk fight, no. That's why he ain't even call Usyk's name. He's trying to convince us that Usyk's not worth his time. And it's like, how could you convince us that a title holder is not worth your time? And you have a title. Don't you want to be undisputed? Fury's never been undisputed. I mean, that's a title he'll have that nobody could take away from him. Yeah, his Wilder purse lied too. I don't believe none of those numbers that be coming out. A boxing fan, I think they hyperinflate all of those numbers. Like if they said we did 2 million pay-per-views and they really sold 100,000, I mean, was the IRS is gonna knock on their door and ask for the receipts? Like, nah, because they never really say it. They give that news to boxing YouTubers because they know they'll report it, or they'll give it to an inside source to say it because I mean it didn't officially come from them. So all they got to do is put that chatter out there, and everybody else buys it. With the legacy fights, will the money fights come? It depends on who you are and where you are in your career. Like Floyd did a lot of maneuvering in the later parts of his career, but early on he was fighting pretty stiff competition at legacy fights. But towards the end, it was strictly about the money grab. I mean, like right now, he's fighting YouTubers. That shows it's all about the money. Royu or Ryu, or I can't pronounce your name, man. It won't let me. It says you're in the studio. It won't let me add you to the stream, though. I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's going on, bro. You might have to click the link again. You just turn your camera off and turn your camera off and before you join the stream. You got to give it permission to access your camera, but you can turn the camera off once you give it access. If you don't want to show your face, I understand. But yeah, this is fight is finally starting. These long ass ring walks. These ring walks are longer than fucking fight night. Yeah, Tyson Fury over there with his Canelo walkout. I remember the fight that Canelo did. This was Bivol, where he cared more about the performance of the walkout than the actual fight. And that's the fight he lost. Roll you, bro. It won't let me add you to the stream for some reason, bro. I don't know if you're. I don't know what's going on, bro. It keeps popping up and then it'll come off, and then I don't know. You might have to allow access to camera and microphone, and then turn it off. You could do that while you're backstage before I add you to the stream. Oh, Tyson Fury running, getting a little light jog, because I know he's been warming up backstage. You guys believe that he's going to really stand in the middle of the ring and trade with Derek Chisora? I believe him. I believe him just because I think he understands what he has in front of him. So I think he is going to come out and draw a line. He's going to come out and then he's going to stop and draw a line right in the sand and dare Derek Chisora to cross it. But Chisora is going to start out fast like he always does. Don't be surprised if Fury says something that gets him canceled eventually. Wow. I don't think people take Fury serious at this point. Like, because he doesn't fight Alexander Usyk, nobody wants to hear it. Like, I seen him, when he was warming up for the fight and he was joking with the reporters, and it was like they were like kind of like laughing, but it was kind of like because they didn't want to see this fight. They want to see the elephant in the room is everybody wants to see a fight Usyk, and that until he fights Usyk, nobody cares about what he's talking about. And Fury called AJ a businessman, shaking my head. Yeah, he's definitely full of shit. It's called prize fighting for a reason. You have to be a businessman. Shit, you're making business decisions that could end your entire career. Everybody's a businessman in there. The boy almost made a business decision to quit today. I mean, yeah, of course it's a business. The boy is too young not to have no dog in him, man. It's just so disappointing to see that at his age to not have no like, oh, this motherfucker did like Riddick Bowe did when he got knocked down by Holyfield. You could see it in real time. He was like, no, you didn't. And then later on in the interview, he later admitted, he was like, I was like, no, you didn't. I can't believe this one. But I didn't see that out of Dubois. I seen fear when he got knocked down. Oh man, it's gonna happen again. I seen demons. So that's really disappointing. But if I'm Jared Anderson, if I'm Andy Ruiz, I'm calling. I'm calling Daniel Dubois and I'm making that fight happen to go get that useless WBO strap that he got off of what's old dude's name? The dude that sucks. I forgot his name already, boxing fan. Put it in the chat, man. I forgot his name already. That's how forgettable that guy is. Trevor Bryan. That's it. You said Fury's not even a puncher. It's different. It's different looks of punchers. It's different. There you go, Roy. What's your name, bro?
Oh, Roy, mate. Roy.
Roy. What's up, Roy?
And I'm asking, what's up with you?
Nothing, man. Just watching the fight. You watching the fight?
I'm trying to find a stream for it, man. Do you know where there's a stream?
Nah, I got like a legal black box, bro. I know my homeboy be sending me something called, I think it's called Meth
Oh, what?
Stream, and then they
Sorry?
got this. It's a thing called Meth Stream, like meth the
Meth
drug.
stream. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they show the
Yeah.
fight.
Let me see
Hold
that
on.
out. But let me check that out.
Yeah, it's called Meth Stream. I think they have one called Crack Stream. I don't know if the guy was trolling me, but that's what he told me. They have a Crack Stream too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know, bro. I think whenever I get approved for YouTube membership, bro, I'm gonna start showing my members backstage, bro. I've been fighting against doing that because I got a homeboy that does that, but I'm like, man, I gotta share the blessings, bro. Jared Anderson might get exposed as well. He could be a glass cannon. I think Jared is overrated, extremely overrated in my opinion. He's extremely overrated. But yeah, hey, boxing fans, I think I'm gonna start doing that, bro. Because I know whenever I get my membership, you're probably gonna be. I'm gonna make it cheap. I'm gonna make it whatever the cheapest is, 199, 299, and I think we're just gonna have fight parties, man, while I show it in the back. Because like I said, man, I've been not trying to do that because I feel disloyal to my homeboy because he does it. But I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, I want y'all to see what I'm seeing. Like I'm breaking down the fighting, but it's like radio style. I want y'all to actually see what I'm seeing. So like when my homeboy that just pulled up, he could join the membership and watch the fight with me. You know what I mean? And we just sit around and talk boxing, bro. Like I always say, I like it's at the bar. It's like being at the bar watching boxing, getting excited about it. Like, can you imagine us all watching that Dane DeBar's fight together? You know, commentating on it and stuff like that would have been exciting, bro. You watching it at the same time, by the way? Yeah. Oh yeah, but see, even that boxing fan, you watch it at the same time. We might be in different parts. See, if we watching it, if we having a fight party, we watch it at the exact same time. You can see what I'm saying in real time. So yeah, I may eventually when YouTube stop hating on me because they cancel my partnership. When YouTube approves me for a partnership, man, and I got a membership, I'm gonna just have to start showing these fights to you guys, man. Like I can't. I like doing a radio style broadcast, but I prefer showing you guys what I'm talking about. Nothing like you seeing exactly what I'm talking about unfold, and we watching the fight and it happening in real time and getting excited about it. Like that's what boxing is about. That's what the sport is about. Like I said, that Dane Dubois fight would have been exciting to watch real time with you guys. Watching his legs wobble like that, and then him go down from after that, just take a knee from a shot that didn't even land twice. So that he didn't have his feet up under him and he was doubting himself. Like all those things would have been good to point out to you guys in real time. Finally, man, fights here. You think it's gonna be an early stoppage? How early we talking? You talking about fourth round, fifth round? What you talking about? I think he was hurt. That's why he took the knee. He definitely was hurt. He was hurt and he didn't see the shot. He took that knee because he didn't want to get hit with a shot he didn't understand what he got hit with. So rather than just stay in confusion and unpredictability and certain unpredictability, he chose certainty. Let me just move around. If I move around, I can see the shot, stand at a distance where I could, where work my jab, stay out of mid range, and that's what he did. He made a good adjustment. But man, Joe Joyce standing next to Usyk, he should be trying to get that fight. Joe Joyce is a 38-year-old prospect. Usyk giving it psychopath. You know what would be funny if he get in the ring after they fight and say, "I feel." What's going on before the fight? He didn't want to touch gloves with him. Referee already warning him. Already warning Chisora. That's hilarious. Yeah, the early rounds are going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Now watch Fury come out and draw a line in the sand. He already there in the middle of the ring. Referee got to keep him back. That signs for a good fight, folks. We might be in for a good one. We're already in for a good one. Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. First bell. Yep. Tyson Fury right in the middle, like I expected. He threw an uppercut early. I didn't expect that. Not gonna lie. I expected him to do it late, but he do it with his lead hand also. That's another thing to pay attention. Body shot. See what Chisora's doing in inside, hitting him in the love handles. That's what he has to continue to do. Chisora, hey, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like Chisora's a warrior, bro. He's slow though. He looks sluggish. That weight's gonna play a fact. He's already looking like that early in the fight. He doesn't even look crisp. He's only gonna go down, 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 down as the fight continues. Tyson Fury leaning on him like he is. Look at him pushing him with his shoulder into the ropes, leaning his weight on him. Tyson Fury looks sluggish too. I'm not gonna lie. Tyson Fury doesn't look lean either. He doesn't look crisp. I don't know if it's nerves. We'll see by the second round. Tyson Fury just allowed him to hit him into the body and muscled him. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but Tyson Fury is slowly starting to turn into a Vladimir Klitschko. Slowly started to throw it away. Just too much thinking. Right there, he just caught him with a short left hook. Did you see that? Oh man, you might be right. It might be early round stoppage. Yeah, he don't even. He's his weight is affecting his defense. Chisora. He can't even roll his body and maneuver like he normally does. Yeah, this fight's gonna be early. He's gonna go early because Tyson Fury doesn't even have to use a lot of energy just to throw those short shots. See, look, he just controlling them. Yeah, both of them look like they're fighting in molasses or oil or some shit. Like they look really really sluggish, but it's gonna be early. It's gonna be early night. Tyson Fury's gonna finish him. Tyson Fury doesn't have to use look, see the uppercut. He doesn't have to use a lot of energy to finish him off. Chisora looked awful before he even gassed, bro. See, dipping that head down, just trying to run in there. He's not even doing the subtle feints that I seen him do in film study. Look, he can't even keep his balance whenever he rolls his body. When he dips down and he rolls his body to the in a U shape, he rolls it to the left, rolls it to the right. He falls off balance. Not even in position to punch. He's gonna get knocked out. It's gonna be early night, man. This fight's not going 12 rounds. He don't have the stamina to last 12 rounds. See, look, you can tell by the way Tyson Fury is establishing distance. He don't even got to use a lot of energy to look. Catch him with left hooks on the way in. Catch him with the left hook on the way in, and then it goes the right hand. The uppercut's coming. He threw a jab right hand. Now he's going to lean all his weight on him. Catch him with uppercuts in the inside. Yeah, this fight is. It looks like both of them are fighting in sand. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Tyson Fury looks less than impressive in this fight, and it could be the nerves. I know by round two, but like I said, Tyson Fury slowly starting to turn into Vladimir Klitschko. I don't know if you guys noticed that. Just fight at a boring pace, tie the guy up, grab him, lead all his weight on him. Smiling, Philly Fury smiling at him. Yeah, it's a fighter smiling is nothing in the ring boxing. Man. They all smile. Normally when they smile is because you impressed them, you hurt them, they underestimated you, you hit them with a shot that was hard or something. It's like an acknowledgement. They say Chisora is crazy though. Crazy don't mean nothing in the ring boxing fan. You got to go in there and beat the guy. You got to beat him. You heard what Sugar Hill just said? You almost had the guy. He did. He caught him with a left hook and knocked him off. And then whenever he was started letting his hands go, Chisora is so big with the weight, he couldn't even maneuver his body, his upper body, without falling off balance. It was horrible. It was awful. Chisora's gonna get stopped this fight. Put it like this: I watched a lot of boxing in my lifetime. If Chisora makes this final bell, I'm gonna be extremely surprised, and he's definitely gonna get a participation trophy from me as far as his legacy goes. He should not make it to the final bell. He doesn't even have the offense because of his weight. See, look, he can't even get in. He can't figure out how to get in. He starts leaning his weight. He falls off balance before Fury even lays into him. So all Fury has to do is open up his offense, and he'll knock him out. That looping right hand that he normally lands had nothing on it. Landed on Fury's shoulders because he's already fatigued early. It goes that uppercut that Fury's throwing with the lead hand. Notice that, not the backhand, the lead hand. There goes the left hook I told you about in my breakdown. See that left hook knocked him back? He's gonna keep throwing that left hook. Look at that. He almost went down from a jab. Oh my God, Chisora looks awful. He looks awful in this fight. He's not unbeatable. He's not. And I think Tyson Fury lacks motivation, especially that he fights to the level of his competition like Larry Holmes. I don't think he trained hard for this fight at all. I think he trained to do just enough. Like turning into Klitschko. You see that? Fighting at the same pace, 1, 2, 3 punches, clinch him, lay on him, no fighting in the inside. For a while, Sugar Hill was teaching Tyson Fury good inside fighting. He's not even using that anymore. He's becoming very cautious like Vladimir Klitschko did. See, look, leaning on him. That don't remind y'all of Klitschko? Throw the right hand misses, lean on him anyway. He's starting to look like Klitschko the older he gets. There you go. Jab right hand, make him forget about the uppercut. Now mix it in with a left hook. See the left hook? Caught him with the left hook coming in the inside. Short left hook. Short left hook. I told you. Left hook. Then there goes the right hand. Eventually, he's gonna lower that boom, that uppercut, and knock him out. Well, that's what I tell you. He insulted Klitschko for his style. Exactly. He talked shit about Klitschko and then adopted his style. But it's just something that happened with the natural progression of life, boxing fan. The older that you get, the more cautious you get. You don't take as many risks as you would when you was younger. And he knows how to win. He knows how to box. Why take the risk? There goes the uppercut. There goes the uppercut. He barely missed that uppercut, and then he turned it to a right hand. Remember I told you, there go the uppercut. Hurt him. There go the uppercut that hurt him. I told you. I told you. There goes the uppercut. He got him on the ropes. All he has to do is open his hands off, make the referee stop the fight. He's so overweight he can't even put the stamina into his defense because it takes stamina to block punches. Also, this fight finna be over, yo. The referee's gonna stop it. Look, referee already thinking about it. He already thinking about it. He finna jump in. The referee wants to stop the fight. I'll type if Tyson Fury's a smart fighter, he's just gonna give 30 seconds, 30 seconds of unanswered punches. That's what he could have did right there and got the fight over with. But he's like I said, the older he gets, the more conservative he gets. All he had to do was open up his offense. He would have opened up his offense. The referee would have jumped in to stop the fight. That's why it's called a sweet science. But I guess Tyson Fury wants to break him down some more. He already hurt him. Yeah, he's gonna stop him. Alexander Usyk looks on. I wonder what the most exciting part about this fight is going to be what happens at the end of the fight when Tyson and when Alexander Usyk tries to get in the ring. That's going to be the most exciting part about this fight because this fight is not going to be exciting, man. I thought it was going to be, but the weight doesn't even the weight won't allow disables Chisora from fighting to his full potential at his own style, and that's a recipe for disaster. I thought he was going to go past in the later rounds when he fatigued, but he's so out of shape. He's already fatigued in the first round. So my prediction is just excelled. He's going to get knocked out earlier than what I thought. Fury said he's going to clap Usyk. Oh, slap him. Yeah, I seen that interview. He ain't gonna slap shit. We'll see. I mean, I wish he would. I mean, I don't know. I guess that's the savage in me. I kind of wish he would slap him. That would make an exciting fight between the two when it first happened. He just hurt him with a right hand, has him on the ropes. Referee looking and waiting to stop the fight. Look at the referee's face. He wanting to jump in. Look at him. Look at him. He's anticipating jumping in. He wants to stop the fight. All Tyson Fury has to do is open up. Look at them slow punches. Them punches don't mean shit. Yeah, he's just trying to survive at this point. And Fury accepts the clinch. But he accepts it because that's where he's going to use his big body. There goes the uppercut I told you about. There goes the uppercut I told you guys about. I told you he's going to left hook, right hand, and then sneak that uppercut underneath. Watch. Told you. Told you. I told you. Yep. I told y'all, man. I've been watching boxing too long, man. This stuff is just same shit, different channel. This is the same fight with Dylan White. Dylan White even showed up overweight. The referee waiting to stop the fight. He's gonna stop it. I'll be very surprised if this fight. What round we in? Third. It won't go past 5. Referee's been looking to stop the fight. I kind of wish I would have bet it now. I kind of wish I would have bet it. I didn't watch the weigh-in though. I didn't know Jared Chisora came in at 260 till you told me, boxing fan. That would have changed everything. Look how tired he is. He throws the shots and falling all over Tyson Fury. Oh my God, he looks awful. This fight is gonna end. It won't go past 5, guys. You guys are watching. Don't leave. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't take a bathroom break. Don't go get a snack or nothing. You're gonna miss the knockout. It's coming. Tyson Fury just threw a body shot. He stepped over to the left and then threw a right hook to the body, like a right hook slash uppercut. It's a pretty beautiful move. Then look, when he tries to come in, he just controls the ring. Jared Chisora is so fat and out of shape. Tyson Fury doesn't even have to do anything but stick his falling over him. Who do you think that helps? Jared Chisora or Tyson Fury that he just fell on him? The referee's not supposed to help him up. That's against the rules. He's supposed to get himself up. He better not say he was injured because he was gonna get knocked out anyway. This fight should not be allowed to be sanctioned in the first place. Agreed. Look, Chisora just trying to find out how to survive, land on the ropes. Look, Tyson Fury. Oh my goodness, Tyson Fury. He's less than impressive to me too. He don't got that killer instinct. He could have stopped him just now. He tried to showboat. He tried to walk off. Say come back to the center of the ring. Like basically you ain't nothing. But it doesn't make any sense. Stop him. Why are you carrying the man? What Tyson Fury got a bet on the sixth round or something? Sugar Hill needs to turn up on Tyson Fury in the corner. Nah, he's not the hardest puncher, but he can catch you with a blind shot. Look at the replay. Look, see he don't look at that. See he can't see that shot. He don't see that shot coming from underneath because Tyson Fury distracted him upstairs. You don't have to be a hard puncher. You just have to catch a guy with a shot he don't see. And you catch him with a shot he don't see and he's off balance, you can knock him out. That's how Sonny Liston got knocked out with the Phantom Punch. He was off balance and he didn't see that shot because Ali was so fast. It's not about really punching power. It's punching powers have punchers have different diverse looks in so many words. Tyson Fury looks awful. Tyson Fury, I see why he don't want to fight Usyk. I see why he don't want to fight Usyk. Chisora came alive this round. I'm not gonna lie, throwing hard body shots, but now he opens up with those body shots and it's an uppercut right down the middle for him, vulnerable before. All Tyson Fury has to do is throw that uppercut with his lead hand instead of his backhand. So he keep throwing a check left hook with his jab hand. All he has to do is turn that into an uppercut, and it's gonna be lights out. See, clipped him just now. He clipped. Well, I don't even know why he would change that punch. He catching him with every check left hook that he's doing this fight. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty sure he like, why would I switch it up? I've caught him every time. He's just trying to get more accurate with that shot to knock him out. You need reflexes versus Usyk. Not only that, you need mobility. Tyson Fury doesn't have mobility. He looks awful right now with all that cellulite adipose tissue around his hips. Looks awful. Look, knocking him back with a jab. Tyson Fury finished him already. The elephant in the room is that this guy is finished, but Fury is like carrying him. I don't understand it. Fury doesn't want to knock him out already because of the flack he got for it. This fight. I feel like he'll get more flack for carrying a guy than he would just for knocking him out. Fury must have a secret bet we don't know about. Like I said, this fight shouldn't go past 5. But his prediction was that he was going to knock him out past the 6. Maybe that's what he's trying to do. Carry him so he can look like he's the oracle of boxing like Muhammad Ali to play mind games with the other fighters. Maybe he'll open up at the 6. But I don't understand why he's carrying the guy. You don't get paid for overtime. But at the same time, this guy doesn't even possess. He's not even a threat. I don't know if you guys just noticed that Jared Chisora opened up with big hooks and Tyson Fury just rammed his body into him and knocked him back. That's how much of a disadvantage he is in size. And he's not even – his size is playing against him before Tyson Fury even rammed a big body into him. No, he will get flack regardless. Agreed. He got flack before this fight for choosing an opponent he already beat. You know what I mean? And that's not even really like a contender at this point. He's just a gatekeeper. He's a guy, if you're trying to build your guy up, you throw him in there with him to see how, if he can handle the mental pressure. But yeah, Tyson Fury looks less than impressive. I don't know why he's carrying him. Maybe he's trying to, like I said, get that. Maybe he wants a clean knockout. I don't know. Either wants a clean knockout or he wants to take him to the 6th round. Then he opened up on him so he could, because his prediction was the 6th round before the fight happened. I seen in a pre-fight, he said he's perhaps in the 6th round, he's got to knock him out, he said. I don't understand why Fury's carrying this guy, though. It looks more awful the longer that the fight goes on. Like, I'm not paying attention to the commentators, so I don't know what they're saying. But I don't know if you guys would be able to tell me this. Is there dry spots in the fight where the commentary is just silent because they know what they're watching? It's hard to it's hard to piss on people and tell them that it's raining. That's what it seems like to me. You know what I mean? They know what they're watching. And both of the fighters look sluggish, slow, and out of shape. But Tyson Fury can fight like that because he's such a big guy. Chisora can't. It affects his defense. It affects his offense. He looks less than impressive going down the stretch in his prime or in his last fight, where he was at a good weight. It's going to really affect him when he's overweight before the opening bell. falling off balance. He doesn't have the stamina. Like, where's he gonna get his second win from? Look at him. He's about to fall off balance, just bouncing on his toes before the round even starts. That's horrible. Look at this. That's horrible, man. The uppercut's there though. Tyson Fury is looking for it too. He's looking for a right uppercut. I think Tyson Fury should throw a left uppercut. Look, Chisora's waiting to go. He couldn't get more obvious if he whispered in Tyson Fury's ear, like, I'm ready to go. Knock me out now. That's the only way this can get any more obvious. Yeah, this fight has a lot of dry spots. I guess Tyson Fury's filled up the stadium, so he's trying to give the fans their money worth, but he's carrying this fighter. And he's not in great condition either. Keep it real with you guys. Tyson Fury's not in good physical condition. Like, he looked awful. If Wilder would have fought this version of Tyson Fury in the third fight, he'd have beat him. Tyson Fury looks awful. I'm surprised for I'm surprised too. I don't know what his logic in doing this is. I don't know if he's not capable because he's big himself. I don't know if he's waiting because the stadium is packed and he wants to get the fans their money's worth. But I mean, fans love knockouts. If he'd have iced this guy in the first round, people would have been excited. I don't know what the hell Fury's doing. I don't know if he got money on this fight. I don't know what the hell's going on with Fury. See the right hand? The right hand lands and then he backs off. He's turning into Vladimir Klitschko, man. He's turning into Vladimir Klitschko. Wilder's at home looking like, oh, man, get this guy back in the ring with me. Why couldn't I fight this version of Tyson Fury? Yeah, he looks awful. Not going to lie. Tyson Fury could literally just jab the rest of this round and back Chisora up. Chisora's not effective backing up because he just goes into his defensive mode where he rolls his body. Because he's so overweight, if he backs him up and he gets him to roll in that body, the shots are going to land. And the referee has been ready to stop the fight since the fourth round. I mean, all Tyson Fury has to do is open up and the referee will stop it. I think he wants a clean knockout, in my opinion, of what I'm seeing. I think he just wants a clean knockout. I don't think he wants the referee to stop it. I think he wants to send a statement. I think he wants to make a statement. I think he wants the fans to get their money's worth. And I think he wants to live up to his prediction that he made, which was a 6-round stoppage. Wilder be like, Fury cheated me. Wilder be like, Fury cheated me. He got in shape for me, but that's hilarious. Yeah, that's true. Like, Fury cheated me. He hit me everywhere above the waist. Yeah, that's hilarious. Look, he throws a shot and almost Tyson Fury didn't even land a punch just now. And he fell all the way to the ropes because he's out of shape extremely. And Tyson Fury's leaning all that weight on him, slowly just breaking him down. This fight's going to end in a knockout. There you go, switching to southpaw. Then he catching him with the short left hook. Okay, let's see. Have you ever put the YouTube settings to slow motion and watch a fight? That's what we're doing right now. This fight is in slow motion. Look like both of them are fighting in quicksand. They're like both of them are in the front seat of a car, just fighting. Not a lot of head movement because both of them have big bellies. You see Tyson not moving his head that much. He's just using his length. See, putting his arms out. Afterwards, he's not moving his head. Both of them are just in the front seat fighting. Chisora doesn't have the footwork or the speed or stamina to land the shot that he needs to make Fury really respect him and make it a rough fight for Fury. I can't believe he blew this opportunity like this. When you said, boxing fan, that he was quiet earlier, he was quiet because he weighs 260 pounds. That's why he was quiet. Same reason Dylan White was quiet. Dylan White showed up fat for that fight. They knew they wasn't in shape, so they didn't talk no shit before the fight because they were going to deliver performances like the one we're watching just right now. Keep hitting them in the side. Hit them in that fat. Hit them in that adipose. The adipose tissue. Keep hitting them to the side. That's all you got to do. All Jerry Chisora got to do is keep clinching. See right there, those are the subtle feints I was talking about. Right there, he did it kind of like a Jersey Joe Walcott move. He feinted, walked to the side, and then feinted again. He has to do that to draw the uppercut out of Tyson Fury, or the right hand and duck it. But he keeps just going in there like that. He's gonna get knocked out. Every time Tyson Fury loads up with the right hand and catches him, he hurts him, but not nearly hurts him the same when he throws a check left hook. The check left hook that every check left hook Tyson Fury has like skimped Derek Chisora on the chin and knocked him off balance and then hurt him because it's a shot he don't see. If Derek Chisora has time to brace for the punch, you're probably not going to get him out there with one shot. But if he does it and you catch him with a blind shot, like send it underneath or check left hook, you knock him out. I guess Fury getting dropped out of the question. I don't know, but if I'm Alexander Usyk, I'm getting in the ring after this, and I'm like, you look awful tonight. You better not fucking fight me like this. Come in shape like this when you fight me. That's what I would tell him. Joe Joyce can beat Fury. I don't know. Fighting like this, man, that fight would be in slow motion also. Yeah, I think Joe Joyce would beat Fury. I think Fury would beat Joe Joyce, though. I think Joe Joyce would try to fight him like he did Joseph Parker, leaning his weight on him, but Fury's a bigger guy. He knows he'll beat him in that category. See, there goes the check left hook. Every time he lets that check left hook, he knocks him off balance and catches him. He has to keep throwing that shot. Mix it in with the jab and mix it in with a right hand every now and then, a short right hand, and then eventually just lower that fucking uppercut. When I was watching this fight when it first started, I was kind of mad I didn't bet. But now looking at it, I would be fucking furious. Pun intended, furious with Fury. If I would have bet on this fight and he didn't finish him when he could have finished him, man, I would have been so angry. See that looping right hand that he tried to land, the same one that Dillian White tried to land? I knew this fight would look identical to the Dillian White fight because they're similar fighters. That's why Derek Chisora and Dillian White made for so much a good fight because it would be like Joe Frazier versus Mike Tyson. The styles are really similar and they're similar in height, power, everything. A lot of similarities between the two fighters. So if Dillian White couldn't beat him, what makes anybody think Chisora would even stand a chance? Dillian White even came in overweight, just like how Chisora did. Chisora, I don't know if you guys noticed that, but after the round, Chisora turned to his corner. He damn near ran to his fucking corner. He's gasping for oxygen, man. He wants a break at this point. He looks awful. So Tyson Fury looks awful too. But I don't know if you guys, what part of the stream you guys came in, but I said the risk in fighting people that are lower than you, like obviously lower, not just where you can still set it on paper like a Rolly versus Tane, but obviously levels lower than you, is that you could look less than impressive against them, no matter what the outcome is, and they could exploit something in you. They could exploit something in you. And the longer the fight goes, the more Tyson Fury looks human. And the more that, he gets exposed to a certain degree. Cherry Chisora should have been out there in the third round, man. If we being honest about it, Chisora should have been out of there a long time ago. Okay, let's see if Tyson Fury is going to decide to finish him this round and open up. Let's go Tyson Klitschko. He's becoming so much like Vladimir Klitschko that he's even fighting in the manner that he did. I don't know if you guys remember, Emmanuel still used to have to get on Vladimir Klitschko for boxing too much. Like, you got a dead man in front of you, go finish him. Go finish him. What the fuck are you doing? Look, Tyson Fury is vulnerable to the body. Chisora's not even a hard puncher, and he's overweight, so it affects his punching power and speed. He just hit Tyson Fury with those two body shots. What did Tyson Fury do? He grabbed and clinched. He did not even lean his weight on him. He just held his hands because he didn't want to get hit with those body shots anymore. Tyson Fury is extremely vulnerable to the body, and Wilder exposed that because Wilder's not even a big, heavy body puncher, but he was backing Tyson Fury up in the third fight with that body. Look, jabbed him to the body, knocked him back. Look. You see Tyson Fury's worried about the body now. If Chisora would have did exactly what I said, started his engine early in the first round and kept a consistent body attack, he probably could have beat Tyson Fury this fight. This Tyson Fury that's in the ring is less than impressive, underwhelming. Malik Scott is making an OnlyFans video featuring Wilder. That's hilarious. I hope not. Malik Scott's a weirdo, though. I'm not even gonna lie. I like Malik Scott for training Wilder, though. I feel like their personalities mesh, and I wish the best for Malik. He didn't make it as a champion, as a fighter. I want to see him become a really good, respectable trainer in the sport of boxing. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie. He does have his weird moments. I gotta keep it all the way real about that. You see that right there? What he just did? Jared Chisora stepped inside, stepped back outside, and then disengaged. Those are the subtle things that he did whenever he was really in good shape, tip top shape. And I thought he would do it in this fight, which I thought that's why he could go 12 rounds. I mean, go 6 rounds possibly. But I thought eventually he would get figured out. But this fight is so lackluster. Even if Fury wins this fight and it goes the if it goes to decision, he loses. If this fight goes all 12 rounds, they're booing. The fans are booing. The this fight is garbage. I'm not gonna even lie. This is the equivalent of somebody shitting and calling a Snickers bar. Somebody trying to serve you some shit at a Snickers bar. Finally, he caught him with the right hand. Open up your offense. Fury's out of shape. That's the only thing I could explain this. He's fighting this fight exactly how he fought Deontay Wilder. He was out of shape for the Wilder fight. But I know why he was out of shape, because he had that stuff that was going on with his baby being born. See the uppercut right there that should have landed and knocked him out? Didn't even land because Fury's fatigued. Look how he's throwing his punches. He's not even throwing them with conviction. Fury should retire. I'm being honest with you at this point. Look at that. Look at that shot. That's horrible. That is horrible fucking punching. At this point, man, Alexander Usyk would beat Fury easily. If he would have got this version of Fury, he beats the shit out of Fury. Hey, Wilder called him out. Alexander Usyk is going to become undisputed at this point. I don't know if his Fury has to be. He's not motivated. I know Tyson Fury is only motivated by his level of competition. He showed up out of shape for the Wilder fight because he had already knocked Wilder out, arguably beat him twice, right? And then he had that stuff that happened with his newborn, so he wasn't really focused on boxing per se. So that's why in that fight, if you go back and look, Deontay Wilder versus Fury 3, Fury just fell in the inside. Because when fighters are out of shape, like how Chisora is doing, they want to be in the inside, but they don't have to do a lot of work. They can do a little bit of work, you know what I mean, to save a lot of energy, so that they fall inside a lot. That's what Tyson Fury is doing in this fight, which is surprising to me that he's falling in. You know what I mean, and coming in out of shape. He should have starched this guy. Look, he's off his stool before Chisora is though. As much as he is out of shape, it's hurting Derek Chisora more because he's an older fighter. And he's more out of shape than Tyson Fury. Look, Tyson Fury just threw a jab right hand, leaned his weight on him. He's not even fighting in the inside. At least he did that in the Wilder fight. Now, finally, he throws uppercuts in the inside. Keep throwing. Fight in the inside if you're not going to fight in the outside, Tyson Fury. Knock him out like you knocked Wilder out. Fight him in the inside, exactly how you did Wilder. Since you ain't got the stamina to knock him out on the outside. Tyson Fury's punches didn't even have much on him. Now he's trying to bait him to come in. See, trying to bait him to come in so he can catch him with a shot underneath. I wonder why Tyson Fury don't leave his jab out there and try to probe, then control his head and run him into an uppercut. Imagine if this was Fury versus Foreman. Foreman would have killed especially this version of Fury. Oh my, it wouldn't even be close. George Foreman would break Fury's ribs. He'd probably hit him so hard he knocked his love handles off. The leaning be out of the question. Yeah, Foreman wouldn't allow the lean on. He actually caught Tyson Fury with that looping right hand because Tyson Fury's tired too. Finally, Tyson Fury opens up his hands. Finally, make it an exciting fight. So my synopsis of this is that Tyson Fury's just out of shape and he's aware of it. That's why he didn't open up his offense like he should have did when he had him hurt in the early rounds. He didn't take the bait of shooting his load because he didn't want to be tired for the later rounds. That's my synopsis for it, because Ali did it when he hurt Joe Frazier early in the Thriller in Manila. He hurt him early in like the second round, but he didn't go for the kill because he was out of shape. I think it's the same thing with Tyson Fury. I think Tyson Fury is out of shape. Tommy Morris will be Tyson Fury. I kind of, this version of Tyson Fury is awful. This out of shape, fat Tyson Fury that, doesn't have really good foot movement. Right now, he turned it on. I'm not gonna lie. This round, he's actually letting his hands go. He's actually punching with speed and the snap. Like this is probably Tyson Fury's best round. Right there, you see what he did? Right uppercut, then he clinched him. So he's looking for that shot. Same shot that knocked Dylan White out. See, right there, he threw an uppercut with his left hand. See, there goes the uppercut. He's looking for it. He's trying to finish him, but he hasn't disguised it enough. He hasn't let his hands go enough to distract Dylan White. I mean, excuse me, Dylan White 2.0, but Derek Chisora. Keep throwing it. Look how tired Fury is. Fury is very fatigued. This is gonna go. This is gonna be a 12 round victory for Fury. That's gonna end up being a loss. Now he might get him in the round. He got Water because didn't he knock Water in the 11th round? Finally, he wobbles him. Let's see if he opens up. No, he gave him a concession at the end of the round by touching gloves. Where's the fire? Where's the ferocity? Sugar Hill's gonna have to step it up in the corner. He gonna have to do exactly what he did in the Wilder fight to get Tyson Fury to go out there and dig deep and go for the finish. Yeah, I agree, boxing fan. I think it's gonna be a W, but it's gonna ultimately be an L because he allowed this guy to go 12 rounds with him, and he ultimately could have got him out of there in the second or third round. But even with the little bit that what is Derek Chisora doing? He's looking at the ring, smiling at somebody. You better stay focused. You're too out of shape to not have your complete and utter focus on Tyson Fury. But he said a mid range upper. Tyson Fury don't know that assignment. Tyson Fury look awful. The assignment is to knock this guy out. This guy is, I mean, now Tyson Fury's up on his toes. Now he came alive. He actually looks like the game plan was to take Derek Chisora into these later rounds. Don't try to rush the knockout. He's actually starting to like turn up now. He's fighting with a little bit more spruce than he had the other rounds. I think he's gonna start to go for the knockout. He turned southpaw, landed a left hook and an uppercut. Turn orthodox. Every punch you throw in orthodox catches him. Turn orthodox, throw the left hook, and then throw the uppercut. That's all you got to do. Those punches will win you the fight, Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury gonna be so fatigued after the fight, he won't even be able to slap Usyk. He talking about slapping Usyk. He might slap Usyk and get his ass beat before the fight even happened. This version of him, right hand's not gonna do it for you, Tyson. He sees the right hand. You gonna have to hit him with a shot he don't see. Mike Tyson, Mike Tyson's greater than Tyson Fury. Fury's overrated. I agree, bro. There's a lot of people that got mad at me for the video I made because they think Fury is this great big guy because they base everything off of size to the point where Tyson Fury's even done it. You ain't ever noticed that Tyson Fury is when he does his face off, he stands up on his tippy toes because he knows that people are obsessed with height. Open up. All he has to do is open up with a consecutive punches that are unanswered, and the referee will stop the fight. Every time he does it, he stops and leans his weight on him. He's turning into Vladimir Klitschko. I'm gonna start calling him Tyson Klitschko or Tyson Vladimir Fury. Usyk will slip that, slap. Usyk will slip that and slap him with that cutting hand. That's hilarious. He probably will. Tyson Fury looks less like, oh man, he's just. You're not gonna do it with the right hand, buddy. It's the check left hook. There it is. You hit him with every left hook that you threw in this fight. Throw the right hand to distract him, but don't make that end it with the left hook. Jab, right hand, left hook. Right there, he stepped off on the angle. That was pretty effective. Or do that. That was effective. Chisora is so out of shape that when he starts bending in front of him and falling off balance, all Tyson Fury has to do is take a step and angle off, and he won't be able to gather himself enough. See, look, he won't be able to gather himself enough to land any offense. He'll just all he can do is move his head and run into a shot. Now Tyson Fury is actually using angles, pushing him off, turning southpaw. He's actually turned it up in this round. I think he wants a late round stoppage. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Or maybe, like I said, he's just Vladimir Fury is being Vladimir Fury and not being the Tyson Fury. The best version of Tyson Fury was a Tyson Fury from the second Wilder fight. I've never seen him achieve that. I've never seen him achieve that level of fitness. Even in the Dylan White fight, I wasn't that impressive. Even though he got the knockout, he didn't look impressive up into the knockout. Of course, he was set it up. Granted, you had those things, but I mean, like as far as his movement, like speed and all that stuff, it wasn't. It looked like he had slipped as a fighter, and like he had diminished as a fighter. And this fight, is he trying to quit? I don't know. Jarek Chisora just whispered something in the trainer's ear. I don't know what he told him. What if the is the referee trying to stop the fight? Okay, look like he's trying to stop the fight. Jared Cesaro's trying to quit. He gonna quit on the stool. Jared Chisora look like he's ready to quit. So it look like he might bail Tyson Fury out. He's ready to go. He got a dead man in front of him. It's only 2 more rounds. Tyson Fury should just open up. Just open up. Just open up and throw the punches. I'm not gonna lie. I'm disappointed in Sugar Hill. Also, where's the urgency that he had in the Wilder fight? I get it that Chisora is not the puncher that Wilder is, but it's boxing. I mean, we've seen robberies in boxing before. That's why the crunk style was created. Tell him what to do to knock him out. Sugar, you're a great trainer, man. You got to. There's a big moments you got to come through and get on your fighter ass. I remember when Eddie Chambers fought Vladimir Klitschko. Manuel Stewart was on Vladimir Klitschko's ass about Eddie Chambers stealing rounds, and then finally Vladimir Klitschko went out and stopped him with a left hook in the 11th round. I wonder if that's going to happen in this fight. I'm kind of hoping it happens. I want to see Sugar Hill shine too, but he needs some urgency in him. He can't. I mean, cruising to a decision is. I mean, it's not. It's not going to be conducive to his career. It's not going to be good for his career, especially how boring this fight has been. They both look like they're fighting in cement. Sugar showed Chisora mercy. I don't know about that. They had a good game plan coming in. That check left hook that he keeps catching it with, he's just not doing enough of it. Keep doing it. You every time you throw a check left hook, you catch him and knock him off balance. Keep doing it, and then base your offense off of that. You can start to set up stuff off of the check left hook. Then you can start throwing the right hand off of it. See, like right there. Now he just threw a check left hook and threw it to the body. What's up, Puro? He mixed it up by throwing it to the body. You gotta mix up your attack. But man, Puro, Tyson Fury goes to 12 rounds and wins the fight, he's gonna ultimately end up losing. Tyson Fury is winning, but Puro, they look awful. He looks awful. He looks sluggish. Both guys are overweight and out of shape. They look sluggish. They like they fighting in cement. Tyson Fury could have stopped him a long time ago, but he just won't open up his offense. The referee was ready to stop it and everything, but he just won't do it. And the referee trying to bail him out. He actually told Chisora, in the corner, he want to take a look at him. I'm like, it's the 10th round. Why you want to look at him now? Only 2 more rounds left. Yeah, this fight is awful. The UK fans are booing. That's how bad this fight's going. The fans are winning. They wanted this fight. The fans are losing, boxing fan. They taking L's. This fight is horrible. It's quiet, man. They're like they fighting in Japan. Japan fans don't cheer. That's what it seems like now. Like people are just like, he stopped the fight. I told you. I told you, man. I told you he was looking to stop the fight. Didn't I tell you that? Trying to save Tyson Fury face. There is no reason he should have stopped that fight. That was horrible. That was horrible. That was a horrible ending. The referee saved Tyson Fury embarrassment. Look at Usyk. Usyk, jump up in the ring. Let's see if he slap you, Usyk. Jump up in the ring and dodge that slap and slap the shit out of him. Slap all that back fat off of him. Yeah, Puro, they stopped the fight. The referee saved Tyson Fury this embarrassment by stopping the fight. He didn't get hit with a hard shot. Tyson Fury wasn't letting off unanswered punches or anything. He just stopped the fight. He looked at him like he was concerned about him, but really he was concerned about Tyson Fury saving face. Because I mean, if he was going to stop the fight, Tyson Fury did a fury of punches earlier there. He could have stopped the fight, maybe the 4th or 5th round, but he didn't do it. I want a refund. I ain't paid for it. I agree. I want a refund too, and I ain't paid for it. I want a refund for my free fight. That was awful. It's like a dead silence there. It would be the equivalent of us all getting together to watch Usain Bolt run, and then a fat guy from the stands gets on the field and beats him. That gone the whole way. That definitely could have gone the whole way. That could have went the distance. Chisora wasn't contesting the stoppage, to be fair, but at the same time, he wasn't Tyson Fury. Even when Tyson Fury would land a whole bunch of shots, he would just lean his weight on him at the end to try to, you know, leaned his weight on him at the end to try to fatigue him. It wasn't like he was just beating the shit out of him like he was doing Wilder in the second fight. Like this was a horrible stoppage. And I remember telling my homeboy deeply goaded that Tyson Fury should stay away from Wilder and shouldn't fight him again because Wilder is skinny now and he has the speed. If this version of Fury gets in there with Wilder, his ass is going to sleep. He's going to sleep. Look at Usyk laughing. Usyk laughing at Tyson Fury's performance. Even Usyk looks disappointed. Exactly. Fury's still pillow fisted. No, I wouldn't say he's pillow fisted. I would not say that. He's a big man. He's a big man, and he knows how to disguise his punches. He's just out of shape. He has to be in the shape that, or at least close to the shape that he was when he beat Wilder. Version of Tyson Fury could disguise stuff. He could set you up. He could make you forget about the uppercut because you keep getting hit with check left hooks. He could probe with the jab, pull your head down, and run an uppercut into your face, which I thought he was going to do in this fight and stop Derek Chisora. I mean, I predicted a stoppage, and I'm disappointed with my prediction and with the stoppage. I don't think Fury will recover from a Wilder shot. I don't think so, too. It was a bad fight for Fury. It was a horrible fight for Tyson Fury. What round did that end in? Because I think the odds to win money was on the late round stoppage, which is what I predict. I'm even mad that I was right on my prediction the way it played out. I said he would stop him in the later rounds, and I'm mad about being right. Like I wish he would have stopped him earlier, and I kind of wish I would have betted on this fight. But at the same time, I'm not mad about not betting on this fight. That fight could have easily went 12 rounds. It was more so the referee helping Tyson Fury out than it was Tyson Fury being so good. Round 10, okay, yeah, there was good odds in round 10. I think it was like plus 1,800. Damn, I should have bet on late rounds. I should just do some money at the late rounds, man. Damn, I'm kind of mad about that. Praying Usyk beats Fury. If Fury doesn't duck the fight, do you think Usyk win? If Usyk fights this version of Tyson Fury, he's gonna beat the shit out of him. Tyson Fury doesn't have one punch knockout power unless he catch you with a blind punch. And the only reason he's able to set you up for a blind punch is because of his physical attributes. You have to come to him to make the fight. Usyk foot speed would be so far superior than Fury's lazy foot speed that I seen tonight and hand speed that he would kill. Usyk would kill him. That's why he's been less likely to mention Usyk's name because he knows what he is. He knew he was out of shape when he took this fight. That's why he took an easy fight. He took a fight that he could beat the opponent out of shape and he would make the maximum amount of money and there's least risk in this fight. This was a smart fight for Tyson Fury, but horrible ending. He raising his hand up. He's happy about it, but man, anybody who love him, tell him, man, that was awful. Shit, at this point, I think Andy Ruiz would have stand a chance of being a champion tonight fighting this version of Fury. Sugar Hill has to he has to do better corner work. He has to because at this point, Fury's becoming an older fighter. The older you get, the more less chances that you take. He's turning into Vladimir Klitschko. I'm gonna start calling him Vladimir Fury. Vladimir Fury is his new name. He looked less than he underwhelmed tonight. He fought exactly how Vlad used to fight. Underwhelming, jab, grab, lean his weight on you, try to go to a decision. Lee Scott and Wilder are coming for the. Are they coming in their pants? Yeah, they probably are. Let's see what Tyson Fury say. What a crowd. 60,000 people there to see that bullshit. Tyson Fury, you should give every single one of their money back. Call it. You better call out. The only way this fight could be exciting is if he calls out. If he calls Usyk into the ring. That's the only way this fight gets remotely even close to being exciting. It was a dominant performance. It was a horrible. I'm starting to think that Tyson Fury is not the guy y'all thought he was. That I keep saying that he's not. Usyk and Joe Joyce are there. I agree. I don't think Joyce could beat Fury though. I think Tyson's jab. I don't know. It makes it interesting because Tyson Fury looked uncomfortable in times from Derek Chisora, and it's like if If Joe Joyce can do a consistent body work with Tyson Fury and keep him uncomfortable by being in his face, that's gonna be an interesting fight. That's an interesting fight. This version of Fury is a 50-50 fight. If he comes in shape like he did with Tyson Fury, with Wilder Part 2, he'll beat Joe Joyce easy because he's too slow. Fury, nobody replying to his That's true. Nobody is replying to Chisora. Nobody wants to hear that shit, man. Chisora was calling him a little bitch. Tyson Fury, nobody cares about what happened during this fight. We seen it. It was horrible. Chisora looks kind of pleased. Chisora should retire. If they ever stop the fight and you're not pissed off about it or you look kind of pleased or relieved, it's time to hang it up, man. You got a good payday. You were out of shape for this fight. You should go ahead and just call it quits, man. It's like you looked awful tonight. Tyson Fury just looked less awful than what you looked, and it was enough to win because the referee been ready to stop the fight since the early rounds. Hold on. Man, Usyk, get in the ring. What are you doing? Get in the ring, Usyk. Uh-oh. He called him out. I told you this is going to be the highlight of the fight, didn't I? I told you. Didn't I tell you? Y'all don't get enough not listening to the Boxer Scholar, man. Look, if I say something, I tell you a duck could hook a truck, then shut up and hook him up. I told you it was going to be the highlight of the fight at the very beginning. Tyson Fury better show up in shape. If he shows up like he did tonight, Usyk is going to beat the shit out of him. Look at Usyk trying to get him with the death stare. I feel. I would tell him that if I was Usyk. That would be hilarious. I feel. Uh-oh. You ugly little man. You ugly little man. Usyk just stone face. He's not going to give you anything, Tyson Fury. If you're looking to get the mental edge on Usyk, he's just going to stare you in your eyes and let you know that he's ready. He's not going to give you any back and forth banter. He might even smirk and smile and nod his head. He's not going to give you anything. Tyson Fury is searching for mental weakness right now. But Usyk's game is silence. That's his game. That's his trick. He's mastered the art of skullduggery, like Mike Tyson was saying. Mike Tyson did that a lot. You notice Mike Tyson didn't talk in his earlier fights, but now his earlier years. But when he got beat, he started talking more. He didn't have to. Look at Joe Joyce is there too. What are they turning this into? Tyson Fury said, "Let's do a Royal Rumble." See, Joe Joyce will give him a back and forth. Usyk is not. Usyk want him to know he mean business. This was Tyson Fury's plan. To look bad in front of Usyk and let his guard. No, that was not on purpose. Deeply goated. That was by sheer accident. He looked awful. Tyson Fury would fight Joe Joyce over Usyk. He's not fighting Usyk because Joe Joyce is a slower fighter, so he'll have to deal with less punches. And Joe Joyce is easier to hit. Joe Joyce will try to get inside and muscle him around, and Tyson Fury is a bigger guy, so he can use his size. It's a bigger fight money wise. Why would he risk going in there with the faster guy, Usyk? Everybody know what happened the last time Tyson Fury fought that cruiserweight. You remember? Last time he fought that cruiserweight, what happened? Cunningham. Tyson Fury struggles with speedy guys. And Alexander Usyk is not only speedy, but Tyson Fury's out of shape. But like I said, y'all gonna start listening to me, man. When I tell y'all something gonna happen, it's gonna happen. I knew we get a late round stoppage. I knew Usyk was gonna get in the ring. I didn't predict him not getting all the way in the ring. I thought he would get in the ring and try to sell the fight. And I didn't know he would just give him the death stare like Sonny Liston. But yeah, Tyson Fury, you better get serious about boxing. You better get serious about boxing real fast. Because this performance that you put on tonight was awful. And Alexander Usyk will whoop your ass if you try to fight him like this. But let's see if anything else happens. If nothing else happens, man, I'm for the sign off. Like I said, man, that was a tough guy. You see how they're pretending as if this was a world beater. Tyson Fury just beat Sugar Hill guy, war on his cap. That was nothing less of a war. If that was a war, it was like a Nerf war or darts. They were shooting darts at each other, Nerf darts or some shit. That was not no fucking war. There goes the double jab in the right hand, and then there's the uppercut I was telling you guys about in my breakdown. I had to drop my breakdown late because I've been working a lot, man. But like I said, when YouTube stop hating on me and gives me my partnership back, we're gonna have to do fight parties, man. I'm gonna have to kick it with you guys on fight night, man. We're gonna have to start kicking it together, breaking down the fight in real time because I want you guys to see what I'm saying. I don't like all of us being on different accords. You know, and some people don't even got to fight. You know, I could share that fight with you guys and my members or whatever, et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, he kissed that man on the head. That's nasty. After he been sweating. But the last person Chisora looked good against was Spilka. I agree. I'd say the last person I seen Chisora look good against was Usyk. He looked I expect Usyk to just dominate him. This was a good lie. Thank you, Deeply Goated. He wants Usyk. Let's say if he does it, talk is cheap with Fury. He don't want to Fury don't want to fight. Like I said, Fury better get serious about boxing. He better get serious real fast. Because if he comes in there out of shape like this, just off of sheer footwork, Usyk is gonna beat him. Oh, he's talking about surgery. He's talking about a surgery that he had after the Wilder 3 fight. That might explain his weight gain. You know, a lot of times when fighters get injuries, they come in overweight because they can't train like they really want to because the injury affects their training. So that might be a legitimate excuse, but still, he looked awful tonight. True, but that means when he started looking extremely slow. Man, James, I ain't gonna lie, this is the slowest I've ever seen Chisora. And then he looked slow from the opening bell. Like he's always started really fast and then gassed as the fight progressed. But this fight particular, he looked gassed before he even threw a punch. And then he was so out of shape that he would be rolling his body, upper body like he does for his defense, and he would just be falling off balance. He looked awful this fight. They not building like us yet. Like us or the US. Yep, you're right. They are building better than you. I don't get it, boxing fan. But like I said, man, James, boxing fan, deeply goated, bro. As soon as YouTube approved me, man, we're gonna start throwing fight parties, man, where I show the shit. I got a big screen TV, like a theater screen TV, man. I could just shut this bitch down. I get all the fights, and we're gonna start having fight parties, bro. Where I show this shit to y'all and y'all can see what I'm seeing. And we can all joke, laugh, and have fun watching the fights, man. Like I said, like I always say, like barroom talk. But I'm eventually get that shit going, man. I've been busy a lot. Like I had this breakdown already ready for Tyson Fury versus Chisora, but I wasn't able to drop it until today because I just worked a 12-hour shift the day before. If if Fury embarrassing speech words, someone tell Fury to get the fucking three. Fury's post fight was more entertaining than this fight. That right there should tell you a lot about tonight. This shit was awful. You hear what he said? He think Joe Joyce is a tougher man. You know why he said that? Because he wants that Joe Joyce fight. Because it's an easier fight and it makes more money sense. No, Joe Joyce is not a tougher man, or he would have the belt. He would have took on AJ and took his belts. Usyk did that. He does not want no parts of Usyk. It was even a part where he was talking shit to Usyk after the fight, and you see that Tyson Fury was waiting for a response from Usyk. But when Usyk started staring at him, he got more nervous. He got more nervous that he couldn't intimidate Usyk. So round one, I already go to Usyk. Tyson Fury should stay away from Usyk. I think the only guy that could beat Usyk in the heavyweight division is Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder's the only guy right now that could beat Usyk. So, I mean, styles make fights. Styles make fights. Usyk could beat everybody in the heavyweight division except for Deontay Wilder because Deontay Wilder can match his speed. And AJ hit him with a right hand, and Wilder hit him with a right hand. Ugh, he's not getting up from that. He's too small. Yeah, Usyk's not scared. Usyk's thing is that he's mentally strong. One of his, if we were rating him like a video game attributes, his mental strength would be like 100. 100 out of 100. Like it was times where AJ was for to stop him, and he still like was showing mental strength in those moments. Wilder one shot KO. I agree. You heard what Tyson Fury said though. He lets you a peek in his mind. Every now and then, you don't pay attention to what Tyson Fury say. You pay attention to his actions and then what he says. And his actions showed he wants the Joe Joyce fight because it makes money sense. Which is what I told you at the beginning of the stream. Tyson Fury is taking fights now based off of, is the fight going to give a lot of reward, minimum risk, and he's doing the Mayweather shit. And he's even fighting like it. He fought this fight like Vladimir Klitschko. He fought very cautious. He fought like Mayweather at the end of his career. He fought very cautious in this fight, and he underwhelmed. So, uh, Vladimir Fury or Tyson Klitschko, whatever name I'm gonna decide on which name I'm gonna call him. You better come in shape, because at least one thing you can never say about Vladimir Klitschko is that he was ever out of shape. Tyson Fury looked off as far as he's never had an impressive body, but his performance showed me that his conditioning, and it might have been an injury, whether it was an injury or not, where he wasn't training properly. He looked awful in this fight. But if you guys didn't get a chance to take down my breakdown, man, go over there, hit the like button for me, man. Uh, hit the like button on this video, man. I've been working a lot. I'm gonna try to get a lot. I'm gonna get some lives, man. Like I said, I'm gonna start getting my live game up. We're gonna start doing more lives when YouTube approves my partnership. I'm gonna have like a membership, and it's probably gonna be like $2, which is a hot and spicy at McDonald's. But I'm gonna start showing the fights with you guys and start having fight parties, man, so we can turn up. Because that Joe Joyce, not Joe Joyce, Daniel Dubois fight that he had earlier, that would have been exciting to call in real time. Because I seen him not get away from the left hook, but I just wasn't live yet, and that would have been exciting to go over with you guys. Like, to you guys predicted, I predicted, or we just see it in real time and get excited. 'Cause that's what the sport of boxing is about. This motherfucker just said he wanted Wilder shaking my head. He said that? He bet not. Piero, he bet not have said that. He bet not have said he wanted Wilder. Wilder would have iced him with that fucking performance he put on tonight. He had the same trunks and style as Klitschko, and even the trainer. That's not Emmanuel Stewart, but he's from the Crunk Gym. He worked with Emmanuel Stewart. What is he doing? He rolling his fist like an old fucking John L. Sullivan or something. That's hilarious. Look at that stare. Y'all go back and look at that stare. Tyson Fury looks uncomfortable because he feels like he's looking straight through him, like he sees what he was tonight, and he can't bullshit him. I know you. I know you. You can't lie to me. That's what he's thinking. Like, damn, how do I bullshit this guy? He let a guy who was supposed to be stopped in the third round damn near go 12 rounds with him if the referee wouldn't have said him. Oh, he did. Oh, well, shit. He just talking Puro. He don't want to see Wilder, man. Wilder would knock him out. The skinny version of Wilder, not the weight building Wilder that was insecure about Tyson Fury's weight. He basically said that Tyson Fury cheats. He said in the interview Tyson Fury cheats because he uses his weight. And I'm like, what? What? That's like saying a person cheat because he hit me above the waist. I don't know, Piero. I don't know if you've seen this, if you was watching this fight, man, but this performance, his stock falls a lot. If this was any other person, they would throw the baby out with the bathwater, man. They would be like, yeah, Ali should go ahead and hang it up. He looked less than performing against this guy who was supposed to ice. Like, he looked awful. He wasn't clowning. You notice you haven't seen Tyson Fury clown or do anything like remotely clowning since he got with the Kronk guy. I rarely see him clown in the ring anymore. He's becoming like Vladimir Klitschko. He's bought into that system. He understands the sport of boxing. He knows how to box, and he's going to take less chances the older that he gets, because that's what naturally happens. You don't have that young mind that you did when you was 21, and you just like, fuck it, 0 to 100, just take risks. He's becoming very calculated, and Tyson Klitschko is what we're looking at today. And I just don't know if that guy is going to be able to beat Usyk. I don't think he's going to be able to beat Usyk, especially the condition. Like I said, say what you want about Vlad. Vlad never showed up out of shape. He was in great condition. Even to this day, he's in better condition than Tyson Fury, and he was able to maximize that style. Tyson Fury had moments where he looked awful in this fight. It looked like he was losing the fight, even though he was winning the fight, and he refused to let his hands go. If he had let his hands go in the third round, the fight would have been over. Referee was ready to stop the fight in the third round, but because Tyson Fury wouldn't give a consistent attack for maybe 30 to 40 seconds with no unanswered punches, the referee didn't stop it. The referee was looking for a reason to stop it. In the 10th round, he went to the corner and let them know that he was thinking about stopping it, even though the guy didn't show, like, he wasn't just taking he wasn't getting the shit beat out of him. It wasn't like a Wilder fight. The referee was just looking for a reason to stop the fight. Facts, bro. He is what they said, Canelo. Yep, I agree, bro. But yeah, man, I'm finna get up off here. If y'all didn't see my breakdown, man, it's only like a minute or two. Check that breakdown out. Go give it a like, smash the like button. And like I said, man, we're gonna have to do more lives. I'm gonna have to start kicking it with you guys more. Like I said, y'all make boxing exciting for me. I like to talk about boxing. I just love the sport of boxing, man. And we got to kick it with y'all. When I get my memberships, man, we're gonna be going over fights live, and that's it, man. It was a pleasure enjoying this, doing this live with you guys. I hope to see you on the next one. Anyway, it's the Box Scholar, and I'm out.